The price of everything in this basket is 280,000. So from the prices, you will now see that the most expensive of this fish is the Barracuda, is the heaviest of them all. Despite the fact that it's not as plenty as this, it is heavy. So for people who are looking at the sweetest one, I would prefer the Barracuda. Hello everyone, you are welcome to Tikki Fish Farm and Smoker. So these are all the saltwater fish that we've been drying since yesterday. They are on this side of the tray, and on the other side of the tray we have farmed catfish, and we also have fishes from freshwater. When we say freshwater fish, we are talking about the snakehead, the one they call okodo. Then we have the heterotis, the one they call mangala, and we have fish like ejaoson, which is the hasa. This is what we have here. Everything on this side. But today I want to show you the saltwater fish that we got. This is shiny nose. For the shiny nose, we got about 8 whole fish that we cut into 48 pieces. This is everything. So we had to demarcate them so that we don't mix them up in the oven. So from this 8 pieces, we have 8 heads. This is one of the heads. Look at the size of the head of one fish. And also we have some that are this big, and we have some that are this big. Look at the size of the head. So we've taken time to clean them very well. We remove the gills, we remove the scales of the fish. Look at the size of the chunks, the cut sizes. So this is for Chinese nose. This is everything we have for the Chinese nose fish. It is saltwater, it is scaly fish, and they are tasty. See this? Come. So for the second batch, we have 5 pieces barracuda that we cut into 28 pieces. So barracuda too is also a scaly fish from the sea. So it's a saltwater fish. We have our local fishermen, our brothers close to the sea that catch this fish, and once the fish are caught, they just send them to the smokers directly, then we undo the smoking. So you can see the size of the barracuda that we have. Look at the size of the head. We have something this big and something this big. I believe this is the best of all the fish, because looking at the meat is closely packed. They are dense, like they are heavier than the rest when you look at the way the meat is. But all this, we are still drying them, and you know the reason why we are drying is for them to have a good shelf life, so that when people who are outside Nigeria are ordering for this fish, they will be rest assured that the fish that we are sending to them are well dried. That is why we place them on this oven. This oven, the heat in this oven is steady. It enters this fish in a steady manner, so that the fish will get dry up to the inside of the fish, so that no matter how long you keep this fish, the fish will not go bad. So that is what we are drying here. And the third batch, come and see, of the fish is, we have red snapper. I love this red snapper. It's just like a huge tilapia. So this is it. This is also from the sea. For the red snapper, we have about 5 pieces red snapper that we cut into 19 pieces. So we have something this big. Can you see the size of this red snapper? Look at this, the massive size, from something this big to something this big. So we have 5 whole fish. We cut them into 19 pieces. Let me show you one part of the chunk. This is one chunk. Look at this. We remove the intestine, we clean them up. Look at the size of another chunk. We just cut them. So we are drying them up so that they don't get broken. See this? Now, let me put them in a basket and tell you what the price is like. So for the barracuda, 5 whole fish. So that means we are going to be having 5 heads. 1 head, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 heads. 1, 2, 3. I'm counting the middle cuts now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. these fish are not dry yet. They are still in the process of drying. So when they get dry, they might still shrink a little bit, because the purpose of drying is to reduce the moisture content to the minimum. You know, the moisture content is responsible for spoilage when the fish are not refrigerated. So we have 12 chunks, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and the tails are fleshy. Come closer. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That is plus the head. So this is what the basket of the barracuda looks like. All the barracuda we have, and it's heavy. So this basket of barracuda, if you want to take everything, the whole of this barracuda, you get to pay 650,000 naira for this basket. And you see, there are lots of fish here. Barracuda is, you can't compare barracuda to whole fish. Look at how packed the meat is. When you chew it, you will know you're eating something. So that is the basket of barracuda. 28 pieces, including the head and the tail and the middle chunks, is going for 650. And this is the only basket that I have that I'm drying. Once it is sold, let me put the red snapper in the basket. This is one head, one, another head, two, another head, three, another head, four, another head, five. You know, I said 5 old fish. Now the middle part, big one, 6. Tail part, big one, 7. Middle chunks, 8. Middle chunks, 9, 10, 11. The tail, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Remember I said that the red snapper is 19 pieces. And if you want to take the basket of this red snapper, look at this. The basket of this red snapper is going for 370,000. This is everything. These are premium dry fish, very clean. Can you see this? Let me bring it closer to you. Although they are still going to get darker than this by the time they are very dry. So it is because they are not dry, that is why you have this brownish color. They will still get darker. So this is it. This is premium fish. These are not farmed fish. These are from the sea. So for the Chinese nose, we have 8 pieces old fish that we cut into 48 pieces. Now let me put everything in a basket. Now I will tell you the price. The basket cannot contain this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. Can I carry this? 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. This is the basket of the 8 old pieces Chinese nose that we cut into 48 pieces. So you have 8 pieces head and 8 pieces tail. The price of everything in this basket is 280,000. So from the prices, you will now see that the most expensive of this fish is the Barracuda, is the heaviest of them all. Despite the fact that it's not as plenty as this, it is heavy. So for people who are looking at the sweetest one, I would prefer the Barracuda. So this is 280,000. This is 650,000. And this is 370,000. You see the difference? So if you want any of these fish, this is all I have. If you place order, once you buy it, nothing else, except that I'm expecting more fish from the sea. Thank you, thanks for watching. So we are still drying them. If you pay, you're going to have to wait till the fish are well dried, so that we will not be sending fish that is not dry to you, except you want it as it is and you'll be willing to refrigerate it till you fully consume them. But if it is going outside the country, we are going to dry them very well. They are still going to get darker. They are not going to remain in this yellowish color. They will get darker. Probably they will look like this. This is Okodo fish that we've been drying. And you say this one can stay forever.